Hello everyone, this is LJ here, and today I'm going to show you guys how I make my holographic stickers. So recently I was scrolling down on YouTube seeing if there's actually any tutorials on how to make spot holographic stickers, and I realized there's really no tutorials on that, so I decided to make my own. There is tutorials out there that kind of teaches you how to set up files for spot holographic, spot white printing to send to places like Sticker App or Sticker Mule, places like that, and they ship it to you. But there's no real tutorial on how to make it from home. So that's what this video is about. So, what do I mean by spot holographic stickers? Is stickers like these. These are stickers that I have made from my website called LJ Alley, and as you can see, focus here, that the hair has got a sheen to it. It's a holographic. That's the holographic vinyl right there, and it's some parts that has a sheen, and some parts you see his face doesn't have it. The black flash here, it has the sheen. His hair, his eyes have it. Yes, his eyes have it as well, but his face, his eyes, his jacket, it doesn't have it. There's another example. It's Vegeta. So you see the hair is all holographic, but his skin and his eyes are not. Oh, his eyes are, but his skin is not. And here is another example. Oops, here's another one. It's Frieza. And here is Boruto. So in order to achieve this effect at home, you will need a special printer. A regular inkjet printer won't really work. You need a printer that can print with white ink. That is the white ink allows you to do this effect. So that can get expensive. I have a Roland BN20. I'll put a picture up on what the printer is somewhere around here. But that's the printer I've been using for about 3 years. And that printer can print with white ink. There's other printers out there in the market that can also print with white ink. But the Roland BN20 is, at the moment when I was shopping for printers, was the cheapest option. But now they have the Roland BN22, a new improved version of the printer I have. The printer I have is, I believe it's discontinued. They don't make the regular Roland BN20 anymore because they have the two. But a video, well, when I start getting the print rolling, I will show you how the printer prints. All right, let's get to it. I have a design already, and let's look at it, and I can show you the process and how I set it up for spot white printing, spot holographic printing. So 1 second. So I totally forgot to add my mic for this scene, so I have to do a voiceover. No audio was recorded, unfortunately. So here is my design. It's Red Riot from My Hero Academia, and what I am doing on Procreate is setting it up for the spot white. So this just to make it easier for me, I do the first step in Procreate, so it's not super hard for me to do it in Illustrator. So what I'm explaining is I put a solid base color on the parts that I don't want to be holographic. So that's gonna be the skin for this design, and the hair and the eyes and his metal mask is going to be holographic. So right there is the mask, or the green I'm using for the white. I did a mistake here. I had to switch it over to make the skin the spot white color. So that's what I'm doing here. So I am fixing that. So you see me here just deleting that first file or that first layer and then selecting the skin layer and switching it over to make that the base spot white color. So here it is. Then I will save it. I will save this in my Dropbox. I have a whole Dropbox of all my drawings. So when I save it in my Dropbox, it automatically goes to my computer. And once I save it as a Photoshop file, and that Photoshop file will go into Illustrator. Okay, here's the file in Illustrator. I had to do a couple tweaks with the file, so I'm just lining it up with the green base that I have there. And what I did with the separate green base layer is that I image traced it, so it's easier to color it with the spot white color. So when I have that all finished, I save it, and I save it as a PDF, and I put it in my program called SignMaster. So this is SignMaster. SignMaster is a program that came with my Final Cutter. It allows me to set up files for my cutter. So here's me setting up the canvas size. I'm explaining here that my Roland BN20 is it prints 18 inches wide. It accepts 20-inch media, but it prints 18 inches wide. So I'm going to set that up here, and I'm moving this layer to show you that it's a separate layer. I'm moving it to the back. Yep. So I am changing the dimensions of the print file. I think I put it 18 by 18 at first, but I changed it. So I reduced the size to make it 5 inches. That's my usual size of all my stickers. All right, I'm highlighting it, making the cut files, selecting the image only to make the contour cuts. I love this program because it makes it so much easier to make the contour cuts. So I'm giving it a little bleed. So when the cutter cuts, if it goes off a little bit, it'll still be okay. Now I'm selecting it to duplicate it. I'm making 2 rows of it. So here I step and repeat, make 6 of them, center it. And after this, I'm going back into Illustrator for the last step. But first I will save it. I'm also reducing the size of the canvas to make it 11 inches. So that's what I did here. Going over to the contour cut, saving it. So I'm setting all this up for my cutter. This is my cutter side of it / printing, because it has the registration marks. I need those registration marks in order for the printer to see. Well, the registration marks, the printer prints, so the cutter sees where to cut. We're back in Illustrator. So what I'm doing here is selecting all the green that's still in the file. This is going to be the spot white color. I'm selecting all of it. So I went to select same, fill and stroke, put it on a new layer. And then once I have it on a new layer, I'll change the color to the spot white profile that my printer reads to actually print with the white ink. So I'm explaining here that my printer came with presets that I could add to my Illustrator library, that these different presets have different names that the printer sees to do certain actions. The pink is contour cut because my printer can contour cut. It's just really slow. The blue is like gloss. I think it's for other printers. The green is for perf cut. Again, very slow. And the gray is for the white ink. It says as the name Roland white _white, something like that. So once I click it, now with that color, the printer sees that name associated with that color, and it will print white. And with that, it is all finished, ready to print. So I go ahead and save it, resave it to the same PDF file, and I move it over to my VersaWorks. That's the program that I use for my Roland BN20 to print. I'm explaining here that I have these different tabs for different functions for the printer. So I have the first tab for regular vinyl, second tab for holographic, third for the spot white, and the fourth for reflective. But I don't really use the reflective tab that much. So I am going to the spot white tab, going to add the new design in, and you can see when I add it in, it shows that it's reading the white ink layer correctly. So I'm dragging it in. Nope, as you can see right there, that shows a pink little hue of where the white ink is. So that's what I'm explaining there right now. And right there, it says special actions or whatever it says there. It says white ink. So it's reading that I have white ink on that file and that we set it up correctly. So I just adjusted to center the drawing or center the print. So now it is completely ready to print. And I saying that I need to put in my holographic vinyl in. So I was going to show a video of me changing out the paper, putting the new paper in, and starting to print. Hello, so this is my printer. This is the Roland BN20 here. As you can see, I have my regular white vinyl in, so I'm gonna change this out. Okay, 1 second. I know this is kind of hard to see, but it's printing, and you can see the white layer right there printing, and the color layer printing on top of it. I'll open it up to show you. See? So there's the white layer. It prints the white layer first, and then it prints the other stuff, the other parts later. So here it is. Alright, I'm going to close my printer out because it's yelling at me. Okay, it's time to laminate. So I use a Lumia cast lamp. I get all my vinyl from MCP Supply. I believe that's right. I'll put a link in the description. They have a range from regular vinyl, holographic, reflective, you name it. And that you could do payment plans. And I've been using them for about a little over 2 years now. So the reason why I use cast lamp is like cast vinyl, I say. So I use cast vinyl. You have to use cast lamp or cast vinyl. There's other types of vinyl called calendar vinyl. Cast vinyl is just more premium and it lasts longer. And it's not less prone to shrinkage like calendared vinyl. So let's get started. Okay, back on the PC, I have my design loaded up onto my cutter, and now I'm going back into my cutter software, making sure that is on the right orientation. I have the right cut settings, and now I just press cut now, and it starts reading the registration marks. All right, and that's it. We are all finished. It turned out great. If I can get this thing to focus. Yeah, it turned out great. About holographic stickers. So I hope this video helps you guys out if you're trying to learn how to make stickers like these, or you're just curious on how the process is. And let me know if you have any questions. I will try to answer in the comments. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.